If you're looking for a trailer, but you've got a smaller vehicle, so many things you need to consider. But this A-liner, it's got headroom, you can stand up in it, right? Still lightweight, fits in your garage. Oh, so many things to talk about. Don't go anywhere, I'm gonna show you all the details. Hey everybody, I'm PJ with Princess Craft RV. This is the A-liner Ranger 12 made by Columbia Northwest. And it has been around for a long time. Why? Well, because it folds down just like a tent trailer, but it's hard-sided, there's no fabric. It can really be a durable camper for a very long time. So easy to operate. You don't have those cables, the winches, all of the moving parts that you have in some of those tent trailers. It's easy to set up, guys. I can do it in just a couple of minutes. And that's not exaggerating, a couple of minutes. They brag on a 30-second setup, but this guy has a dormer on both ends, so it might take me a few minutes longer. The A-liners are lightweight. And in the brochure, you'll see that the Ranger 12 is listed as 1,510 pounds. That's the base weight, but that's not including all the options that you can add. This trailer has pretty much all the options, so you got a pretty full weight. And the best news is every A-liner that you look at is going to have the weight of that specific trailer. And it's not hidden in some paperwork. It is right here on the front of the trailer. So this says it's 185-pound tongue weight, and the dry weight of this exact trailer with all the options I'm going to show you is 1,919 pounds. So just under 2,000 pounds, and that is outfitted with dormers. You've got the larger AC, you've got the heavy-duty off-road tires, you've got everything that many customers are looking for. And this trailer is only 15 feet long. It's a 12-foot box, 3 foot for the tongue, 15 feet, that fits in any garage. Now, you need a little bit lower weight, no problem. Just look at the options and that will adjust the weight accordingly, obviously. Another thing I want to mention is A-liners are generally a very light gray with these same graphics on it, and it's a beautiful trailer. But here at Princess Craft, I said, you know what? Could you build me some that are white with the black extrusions? I really love this look. And I like it because it's clean, it's modern looking, it doesn't look like Grandpa's camper, it shows the ruggedness of this trailer, and I just think it's a very clean, fresh, up-to-date look. You won't find this white trailer in a lot of lots because it is something that we specifically asked for. Okay, I specifically asked for it because I like the look. So leave us some comments. Let us know what you think. If you like the white or if you like the standard gray. All right, let's move on. The trailer folds down, fits in your garage. That is one of the best things about an A-liner. Maybe at this point we just go inside. I know some of you, if you're not familiar, you're going to want to see how cramped it is. And the answer is it's not at all. Let's head in and take a look. Cramped? Oh, I don't think so. It is 8 feet to the top of the peak. So, you know, there is plenty of space for people who are taller than my very short 5-foot tall frame. But even coming under here, you've got a little bit of a dip stepping in here, but look at all of this headroom when you're sitting in this dinette. It is amazingly comfortable here. Now the front dormer and the back dormer, they're optional. You can get hard dormers or you can get soft dormers. We always go for the hard dormers here at Princess Craft, and that's because it gets really hot here. And the canvas, of course, is not going to be as well insulated. But if you live in a cooler climate, Yeah, the soft dormers are going to weigh a little bit less. They give you big open windows, so it's really a nice option for some people. We love the hard dormers because it just keeps that security going. You know, if you go in a national park, you want to be sure that that canvas isn't going to be a problem. A nice dinette here. It's got a freestanding table. So if you don't use the table, you don't need that, no problem. You can leave it at home, or you can set it outside when you're at the campsite because, yeah, it folds up and goes anywhere. It also folds up and can drop right in the slot in the back here, and that way it's out of your way. You've still got it with you, but you've got open seating here. The other thing you can do with it, which I think is super cool, is you can fold up the legs and drop it, instead of in the back, in the front of this dinette, right here in these slots. And when you do that, you've got kind of a little enclosed area here. That can be really helpful if you've got maybe a small pet that just needs a place to be confined. Maybe you use it for storage when you're traveling, and you can pack it up with all the things that are going to go outside, and that way it's not rolling around the inside of your trailer when you're going down the road. So 2 different options here for the table. I guess more than 2, because you can always leave it at home or just put it outside. All right, this of course drops down into a sleeping area. You don't use the table for that. There's some slats right here on the front. Lift those slats out, put them across the bed, and then of course scoot these cushions over, and you've got a 46 by 76 inch bed. Very comfortable for many adults. And if you're not traveling with someone who needs to sleep here, you've got a nice sofa area. Now this window opens, and the window on the other dormer opens as well. So you can get nice airflow this way. Speaking of windows, you've got the big A-frame window and windows opposite and one in the door. So you can get airflow on this particular model in all different ways. Now if you have a soft dormer, you will also be able to get airflow by unzipping the window in the canvas, which will take the place of these sides. So you can still get full airflow. If you don't have a dormer at all, you will have a nice skylight on both sides. Now there's still some headroom there, so it's a beautiful way to set up an A-liner, but with that skylight, you don't get the airflow. Now while we're talking about airflow, I have to tell you, there is a power fan up in the roof of every A-liner. Now that fantastic fan is going to pull the air out, or it's going to reverse and blow air in, depending on what you need. So you've always got that available to you. So, you know, even if you only have the A-frame windows and you have skylights on the front and the back, you're still going to be able to create a really nice breeze in here. That's really important when you're camping. You know, if it's beautiful outside, you're going to want that air inside too. Okay, well that's pretty easy. I love the LED lights they have right up here in the dormers, so it really lights up this space. The same in the back. Now if you don't have the dormer, it's just right there on the A-frame, and that works fine too. So you get a nice, bright interior. Let's look at the kitchen, because that's on the opposite side from the entry door, and it's compact, but I mean, you're camping and it's everything you need. So over here at the kitchen, the first thing is, yes, I'm only 5 foot tall. Now I do have a little bit of heels on today, so probably 5'3", 5'4". Down here, you've got a nice big countertop. The built-in stove, nice 2-burner stove here, and a sink. Now you always want to fold this faucet down when you fold the wall in. I'll show you how that works. But then when you're ready to use it, just lift it right up. So you've got countertop to put your coffee pot. You know, that's the first thing I always look for. And then you've got your refrigerator down below, right here. Just pops open, and you know, I wouldn't say it's the biggest refrigerator ever, but certainly for a small camper, it's very workable. If you need more refrigerator space, you've got plenty of floor space to put in a little cooler, a 12-volt cooler if you need that. And you can always add that to your vehicle too. Now underneath this kitchen countertop is going to be your furnace. This is an 18,000 BTU furnace, folks. And what that means is that it's going to be really hot in here unless it is extremely cold outside. So I would not worry about camping in cold weather. That furnace is going to heat this space really quickly and really well. Right next to it, let's take a look. You've got some storage in here. That's going to go all the way back to the wall there. So you've got a fair amount of vertical storage with a 110 plug just above that. Now, right over here on the opposite side, you've got your water heater and your water pump switch. You do have a light that's going to come on. That's an auxiliary light, so it will show the water heater is on. But over here this is a refrigerator vent light. They don't have a refrigerator vent in this unit, so don't worry about that. The two things you need to pay attention to is just your water heater and your water pump right here on the front. Easy to get to. Now the storage on the opposite side is right up here. You've got this large cabinet that is divided into two spaces. So right here at the top, you've got a large open space, and down below, you've got pull-out trays. So you don't have to worry about trying to stand on your head to see what's in the back of it. So these are really nice as well because you can pull these trays out, and maybe this is things that you like to take out when you're grilling outside. So you can just carry the tray out there. Or if it gets dirty, super easy to clean. And it just slides right back into place. So it's very easy to do. And you will find that storage in almost every A-liner. So that's a nice feature. Now the other storage spot is going to be right back here in the dinette. And right under this seating, you can open this cabinet and you see that is access to the understorage in this entire seating space. You also have access from the outside. So you can use that for inside or outside storage. One thing that is very commonly used for is a porta-potty. I bet you figured out there is no bathroom in this A-liner, but there is an outside shower and there is a really nice space for a porta-potty to slide right in because most of us only need it for emergencies at night. You'll have it right there inside that cubby. You'll notice that they didn't put a lip on the bottom of that compartment, so it slides right out. You don't have to lift anything, maneuver it, just slide it out. You can even just slide it out for the night, push it right back in the morning, and you're good to go. So great storage in here for a small camper. Now on this other side, on top of this storage, it is just simply a countertop. Now you do have a vent right up top here, and that is your air conditioning, because your air conditioning is under the rear sofa that also turns into your larger sleeping area. So that's where we're going to go next. So the sofa area back here, it's really comfortable. Now my feet don't touch the ground when I lean all the way back, but yours might just fine. It is a little shorter right here, but once you get back into the dormer area, it's really pretty comfortable. And it's really easy to turn into a bed. So let me show you that. You just slide this out, and then you'll want to fold these down. These just drop right down into the space. See, there is that shorter cushion. Everything lays down here, and it's pretty easy to do. Now this is a 56 by 76 inch bed. So almost a queen, not quite, but very comfortable. And then, you know, in the morning, when you want to make it a sofa again, just roll your covers up to the back, flip those cushions back up, and you've got a sofa. Now right over here on the side of this cabinet, there is a cigarette lighter style 12-volt plug-in, but there's also two USBs. All over here right next to this countertop where you're going to be charging your phone. Over here on this side, You've got the switch for the furnace, and then you've got another switch for the AC. That's right, I bet you were wondering, where's the AC? Well, it's right underneath this seat. And it's about an 11,000 BTU AC, and you've got a vent here and a vent on this side, and it's going to keep this place really cool. It's also a heat pump, so if you wanted to run electric heat, you could do that as well. If it's not real cold outside, that's always my suggestion, because this furnace at 18,000 BTUs, guys, that's a lot of furnace. So that electric heat pump, you just need to take the chill off. It's perfect. All right. Well, one more thing I want to show you. These curtains, they're kind of minimalist. I like them being out of the way so you can see out all these windows. It makes it feel really open in here. But they're made so that you can replace them, wash them, whatever you need to do. And they just undo with Velcro right here. And then they come down, and of course every window can be covered, and they put snaps on it so you can come down and they stay in place. And then if you want to remove them, they are simply Velcroed on. Isn't that great? You know, so many A-liner folks, they're always wanted to customize their trailer or update their trailer, or maybe just switch things around, keep it super clean. Very easy to do, to pull these curtains off. Maybe you want to make some of your own. Maybe you just want to wash them. Gosh, I think it's brilliant. You're not going to have any trouble with them sagging, coming off, curtain rods coming loose. So I think that's a really nice feature. Such a cozy cabin feel in here. I just love the A-liner. And I love how easy it is to tow. I mean, 15 feet long. This weighs under 2,000 pounds, and look at all the space that you have. Really quite incredible. But there's more to show you on the outside, so let's head out there. So on the outside, I'm going to start right here with the porch light. Everybody's got a porch light, right? I love the fact that it's yellow, and of course the off-road tires. Great clearance on these A-liners, so if you want to go off-road, you're ready to go. They are set up for that. There is a rail on the outside of every A-liner. Now, the reason they put the rail there is because there is an outside grill you can use to hang right there on the rail and be able to plug it in right underneath at this gas port, and you're good to cook outside. Now, you don't need to use the rail for that, but it's there if you wanted to add that feature. If you wanted to use your own gas grill, just plug it in right there and you're good to go. Compartment right here in the back for storage. Now this, it's pretty large, goes forward to about right here, and then has a small space across the back. But outside storage is always helpful, especially in a smaller trailer. Now coming around to the back, the black diamond plate, it not only makes it look really rugged and adds to the overall look, but it helps with the durability on the back, because this is where rocks, dirt, debris blows up in the back. So you have black diamond plate on the front and the back of this trailer. So I really love the look of this black and white trailer. Comments below. Remember, you're going to tell me what you think. You've got a full-size spare on the back, ready to go right here in the center. And you notice that you've got stabilizers, not only on the back, but you've got it on the front as well. Now, easy to just crank those down. The handle comes with it. But if you want to get your cordless drill, I mean, it makes it super fast and super easy. Let's keep going around to the side. Your freshwater connection for hooking up to the hydrant is right here on the back. And if you want to fill the water tank, it's right next to it. There's an 11-gallon water tank on here, fresh water tank. It does not have a gray tank. And of course, there's no bathroom, so you've got no black tank. But you can fill a 11-gallon tank, and you know, for a weekend, if you're careful, without a bathroom, that should be plenty. Hot water heater right here, and of course the plug-in to shore power. Now we have it hooked up to our little power bank. That doesn't come with the camper, but the cord to hook you into the campsite does, so no problem there. This is the furnace outlet, the bottom of the refrigerator vent, and the outside shower right here. Now inside this outside shower, you're gonna have the handheld sprayer and hot and cold. Outside showers don't always have hot water, but this is plumbed with the hot and the cold, so if you wanted to set up a shower tent, you're good to go. You can have a full shower right here. Technically, you could have a full shower without the shower tent, but you know, your fellow campers might appreciate the tent. And coming around to the front, again, we've got the black diamond plate, two 5-gallon, 20-pound propane tanks right here with a nice soft cover. And you've got the 7-way plug with a nice 7-way plug holder right here to keep it in place when you're not plugged into the vehicle. If you just lay it down, it falls on the ground, it gets all dirty. So it's kind of nice to have a holder right here for it. And you do have a manual crank on this, but if you want an electric one, guys, your dealer can upgrade that without a problem. They do include a really nice caster with this because you've got handles on the front and the back, and it's super easy to push around, to maneuver, to kind of get it in the exact place you need if you're in your garage or on a concrete pad at the campsite. So, yeah, the handles aren't just for show. That and the caster, they make it super easy to move this around. And underneath the dinette seat, remember I showed you where the porta-potty could just slide in? That is the full length of this front area, and this is your outside access right here. So right now you can see we've got the cord, we've got the fire extinguisher that comes with it, all of the necessaries right in here, but plenty of space for storage even if you put a porta-potty in the front. Now up here is the high wing kit. Now this just unpins right here, and if you're in a high wind, or even if you're not, it's just a good safety feature. You pull this out, you'll want to come around to this other side, drop it in the slot, and put that pin right back in. Now that is going to keep that top secured, because when you put this up and down, guys, there is no cables or anything to raise it. You just give it a push. It's got the piano hinges, 2 bungee cords, and yeah, it's a great system. It's very dependable, and this just gives you a little extra security for if the wing catches it just right and tries to pull on that roof connection right there. So the good news is it's such a simple system, it very rarely fails. And so this little extra measure, yeah, it's worth doing. It's called a high wind kit. Now, 110 plug right here on the front, let you set up the party outside. If you're thinking, man, I wish it had an awning, well, you're in luck, because we can offer you the Apex awning. It's by Moon Fabricators, the same people that make the Moonshade, and it fits beautifully on any A-frame. So check out the videos. We're gonna have some videos coming up, and we'll show you exactly how to put it up, how it works, and it's pretty incredible. I hope you've enjoyed learning about this Ranger 12. You want to see it go up and down? Of course you do. So click right here and we're going to give you the details on folding it up and down, and you'll understand exactly how that works. All right, guys, I'm PJ from Princess Craft RV. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.